Hey there and welcome. I'm Trish, your navigator. Today is All Saints Day. It is Los Dios de los Muertos. It is Samhain. It is a collective holiday all over the world where people are celebrating their ancestors and connecting to their higher self. The veil is thin, and it is an excellent time to be able to connect with the other side. So what I decided that today, since it is the beginning of the pagan new year, we would do a yearly reading today. How I'm going to do it is I'm going to do a collective, and then for each sign I'm going to do an overall for next year, a high level. So let's get started. I call on white and golden light to fill our space as our guides, angels, and ascended masters attend to hold space for our communications. I ask Spirit to deliver the highest and best guidance as we commence. All right, so first I'm going to do the collective. There'll be a timestamp out there for all the signs, so you can watch the collective and then go watch for your particular sign. That being the sun, moon, your ascendant, and also where your Venus lies. Venus is included because that's where you receive. It's through your Venus. So, we're going to pick an overall breach. We're doing an overall oracle there. And that is breach. It's a whale. Whales are wisdom keepers. So we are going to be connecting with our wisdom, our collective wisdom here. The whale lives in the water. It could be with your emotions. And it's always majestic when he breaches, I say he, when it breaches the water. And I have them upside down. Two of Wands. Almost the beginning of a journey here. I'm going to do it like this. Well, maybe not. Five of Wands. And I'm going to do this quarterly at a high level. Temperance. Justice. And Page of Wands. Okay, from a high level, a lot of this has to do with spiritual energies here. You're working on your spirituality and how it pertains to your health, your love interest, your romances, your career, and your spiritual path and your spiritual growing for this next year. Spirit is also helping you here with the temperance and justice. In the first quarter, which would be January, February, March, or since we're doing Samhain, it's going to be November, December, and January. The Five of Wands here, it looks like there may be a little bit of competition. There is some energy moving around. There's a lot of activity here. It's depending upon what your prism of perception is. It's going to be competition that is limiting and lower vibration, or it could be a competition that helps raise everybody to a new level. That is up to you as to how you are going to see it. With the second quarter, let me do a little bit of Two of Wands overall. It's like your path. You're working on your path. You're working on your spiritual path. There is a stag there. There is a rabbit. There is a squirrel. And there's eagles in the top. So you're connecting to all facets of yourself. You're searching out your spiritual path. Perhaps you've been working on your spiritual path, and this just shows that the path is lit for you. It's going to be a good year for you to work on your spiritual path. As you work on your spirit, then the other pieces are going to fall into line as well, because everything is connected. So, as far as the first quarter, we have the Page of Swords, we have the Six of Swords, and we have the Eight of Pentacles. So it looks like there's a lot of competition, and it could be relating to your work. It could be relating to some project that you've been working on. It could be a hobby that you're working on. But it looks like with the Page of Swords, you are discerning which path you want to do. You're looking to do the you have the Sword of Truth there. You're working your way to a calmer water here. Perhaps you're coming out with something that's going to help the masses, and you're diligently working on that from November, December, January. February, March, and April, it's temperance. You're striking a balance as far as home and work is concerned. You're striving to do that. Spirit is helping you with that. Page of Pentacles, Eight of Wands, Four of Cups. Okay, it looks like because of all the work that you did the prior quarter, you have new messages, new opportunities coming to you because you've opened up your pathway in order for that to happen. That's what the Page of Pentacles is telling me. These offers could be coming fairly quickly, and if this is romance that you're looking at, it could be that you have several suitors vying for your attention. Four of Cups shows that you have offers here, but you're looking for a higher level of offering, and Spirit is bringing it to you. That's where the Temperance comes in, because you are looking to balance. You're trying to get out of the grind, and you're trying to reach to the next level. You're trying to break that glass ceiling. You're doing your best to be able to go up to the next level, and that looks like it's coming to the manifestation is really beginning to show itself in the February, March, April time frame. May, June, and July is Justice. Again, it's we're looking at balancing things. This is more in the head than with the Temperance card. You are receiving those offers at this point. So it could be that these opportunities are coming toward the end of the previous quarter. Now you're discerning which one that you actually want to go with. Is it going to be one? Is it going to be multiples? Let's look a little bit further in. So there's a Four of Wands. There's a Three of Cups. And there's a King of Cups. So it looks like it is all the hard work that you've done the previous 6 months. It is coming to where you can determine which one, what is going to help balance your life. You're looking for stability in your life. It looks like it's coming because you have the Three of Cups here. There's a lot of jubilation here. You're joyous. It's expanding. Things are expanding. King of Cups here is that you're quite happy with what's going on. You're feeling like you're in control of what's going on, and you are feeling like you are getting that life-work balance to where now you can expand. Now you can you feel like you can give more energy toward having a love life, or being able to be more demonstrative and more active in putting your energy out there. You're going to do it from a point of compassion, though. It's not, you're getting the feel of this year. This year is going to be the next year is going to be a 6-year starting in January, and that is where you're a teacher, where you are in reception mode. It's 6 is a Libra, is learning how to do relationships on all different types of levels, and it looks like you're getting a really good grasp of that, because it's presenting itself now as the King of Cups. August, September, October is the Page of Wands. Now, this has to do with new messages regarding higher spiritual messages are coming in. Things that feed your soul are coming in. It's new energy around your spirituality, which by this time you have realized that it integrates through all facets of your life. There's the 7 of Swords. There's the 3 of Wands. And there's the 5 of Cups. So what I'm seeing, this is a cycle here, because it goes from the 2 to the 3 of Cups. You've done a lot of work throughout the year. It's coming home to you, having used your spirituality and your compassion to be able to work out through the year. That depends on what kind of ship comes in for you. It also looks like this could be an end of year review for you during these last months. What worked, what didn't. And with the 7 of Cups, you've decided what works. You're carrying what works with you, what ideas worked with you. You're taking those with you, and you're leaving the rest behind. So it's a quarter of discernment for you. And some of the stuff it looks like it may be some hard decisions that you have to make, because the 5 of Cups is here. So there's a little bit of disappointment, a little bit of grieving about what has occurred through this last year. But you have the 2 of Cups to pick up and move with. You only have 2 hands anyway. Out of these 5 ideas that you decided to carry forward with you into the next year, you may be disappointed in 3 of those 5 ideas that you keep from the 7 of Swords. So essentially what it is that as you work through this next year, from a career standpoint, of a project standpoint, you call down all the ideas, these opportunities here, these 8 opportunities that are coming around the middle of this cycle. You cull it down to 5 and ultimately to 2. So it could be from a relationship standpoint, you may find that you only have 2 true friends at the end of this cycle, especially as you're working on your spiritual path. I believe that we're still going to be going through that time where the people that do not vibrate with you, they're going to fall away. And although that can be a disappointment and a grieving, because we all feel, right? In the end, you'll find out who's true to you. And as far as romance is concerned with this, you have 2 opportunities. As at the beginning, overall, don't play. But it's like you could have two opportunities as you're working through this year going in, and it's like, which one is the way to go? And it looks like they are in competition over you, but you use your sword of truth to be able to figure out which one is going to be better suited for you, so that you can work on a relationship with them. Once again, you want somebody who is well balanced with you, that's not going to throw you off kilter. It allows you an opportunity to grow with them, to partner with them, to move up, no matter how long this relationship is going to be. It looks like the passion comes really fast and furious with you. And you have different ones that you're looking at, deciding, okay, which one should I really get serious with? And Spirit is showing you which one, but are you really paying attention? You will be, again, balancing. You're going to be balancing from a heart. You're also going to be using your head to balance with, and it looks like you could very well, in the May, June, July time frame, you may just decide to go ahead and commit to this person, and it will be a quite jubilant time. There will be a lot of joy around that. That puts you at the King of Cups. So this June, July, and August could be a period of time where you get married, or whether you attend a marriage, or there's an affair of the heart that has been culminating throughout these 3 quarters that you come to. And you feel like you've got the one here. You stop playing around. You don't play. Don't play around. Be true to this person, because the King of Cups is someone who's true. He's true. And you feel like your ship has come in. You may feel some regret about making the commitment. But until you do make the commitment and move forward with this person, you'll never know, will you? So this can be quite an adventurous year for you, if on a romantic level, if you choose to go there. You may feel some regrets. It could be that perhaps when you chose the one, you didn't let the other people down gently. So there's some lashback from that or whatever, and that could be what the regret is. If you choose to give your heart to someone else, you don't give it, you share your heart. When you choose to share your heart with someone else, go all in with the sharing of that. Don't give away your power, but you share your heart with them. If it's the right person, you will not regret it. So pay attention. Really weigh the situation. Is this truly what you want to do? There's a lot of joy to be had if it is truly the one. Then it may be that it's only for practice. You'll find out. It's like, but feel into it, discern. Spirit is helping you make these decisions, and go forward without regret. And the breach, the whale breach, it's a majestic thing. This could be a really major year for you. So we'll find out more as we go along, shall we? All right, at this point I am going to do some really quick overall for each sign, and there'll be timestamps, of course. So let's get started. Okay, this is going to be a quick read for Aries. So what's good for Aries? What's coming up at a high level? What's coming up for Aries this next year? Five of Cups is the significator. We have the Ace of Pentacles. We have the Three of Swords. We have the Ten of Rods. And the Four of Pentacles. Okay, so it looks like, and I'm going to look at it from health, love, career, and spirit. From your health, it looks like this is a grieving process throughout the year. It could be that you have someone that you love that may have health challenges. It looks like, to begin with, in the first quarter, there is a lot of abundance here. There's this could very well be inheritance too, being given. The Three of Swords here in the second quarter looks like there's some disappointment. It could be a separation. It could be a separation from the one you love. It could be, if it's you, as far as having health issues, you're going along really well, and then you have a heart issue. It looks like you may have some shortness of breath, or heart palpitations, or something is bothering your blood. It could be entertainment only, right? Because I'm not a doctor. But there's something of the heart that is bothering you. Either you are not pumping it well, or it's palpitating. You're having palpitations. Maybe you need to thin your blood a little bit, but something's going on with your heart, or somebody's heart anyway. Somebody may have a heart attack. That's how my mama died. But somebody could have heart issues. It could be a breaking of the heart. Ten of Rods in the third quarter looks like there's a bit of overwhelm here. You're burdened with something. Perhaps what's happening is that if it's you, then this issue that has occurred over the year, you're really overwhelmed with it. You're burdened by it. You're having to change lifestyle. You're having to. There's something going on. However, there is help for you in the distance here. The establishment is there. Perhaps you need to take avail yourself of the different things that are available to you to help you. At the end of the year, it looks like there is you're buckling down on your finances because of what's happened throughout the year. It may have made things a little tight for you. So from a health standpoint, it looks like this is going to be a challenge year for you, in that it is going to change the landscape for you some. From a love perspective, it could be that it looks like there may have been a new romance that had come up, but it doesn't quite pan out for you, and the person may be a backstabber. You didn't expect it to happen that way. It overburdened you, and again, it's making you constrict. You're constricting your energies because of the behaviors of this other person. So this is going to be a challenge year for you. It could be also, from a career standpoint, it could be that perhaps you have been looking for a new job, and you could have found one, but it didn't pan out for you. So again, you're looking at all these different job offers, all these different skill sets that you have. How can you use all these different skill sets to be able to apply yourself and be able to bring that abundance in? It's if you have an idea that you want to bring to market, it could be also, and it could be that you're looking to see what skill sets, what offerings do you have to bring to the job market, because it could be that you lost your job and now you're having to sorry, Sophie. And now you're having to find a different avenue to be able to bring in monies. It could be that you find somebody to financially back you on this. It could be that you end up freelancing and you find clients to be able to do work for, because at least with the Five of Cups, you still have 2 cups there. You're not totally out of it yet. So if you look at this from an abundance standpoint, yeah, you may have had some spillage over the year, but you still have things that you can pick up and move with. You may have to be a little bit more frugal with what's going on, but you will be able to get back on your feet. You're using your head and your heart to be able to put together so you can move forward with it. And it could be that you're grounding yourself. You may have 2 benefactors that will help you toward the end of the year be able to get you on your feet so that you can have a better year. So Aries, that is your quick hit. Hi there, Taurus. This is going to be your quick hit for the next year. Alrighty. Oh, hell to the no. We're going to do this again. I am not going to do that again. Come on, get back up in there. Hi, Taurus. It's time to do your quick hit. Let's see what happens. All right, Lovers is the overarching for the year. We have 5 of Pentacles. We have the Emperor. We have Strength. And we have 6 of Cups. All right, as far as your health is concerned, you are going to have, it looks like a pretty good year. It's starting off a little off for you, but you're able to take control of what's going on around you in terms of your health. Perhaps what you're doing is that you're looking to, you start eating better, you start exercising, you start laughing more, you start being more proactive as far as your environment and getting your health up to where it's working toward optimal for you. And it looks like you work on your inner strength as far as that's concerned. Strength, perhaps what you need to do is a little bit of strength training to get your muscles working a little bit better for you. And the 6 of Cups here, it looks like from a health standpoint, you're in a good, by the end of the year, you have worked yourself into you feel leaner and meaner and ready to take on the world. You feel a lot better. Your whole demeanor changes. You feel calmer. You feel more childlike. You feel more playful. It makes you feel more youthful. You feel more efficient as far as your energy is concerned. But it's a choice that you have to make in order to get to there. So the Lovers is saying, as far as your health is concerned, you make that divine choice to eat better, to eat cleaner, and bring yourself to a higher level of health. Now, as far as love is concerned, well, here you go. You have the Lovers. Perhaps you're looking for divine love. It could be that, you're looking for it. It feels like you've been put out in the cold previously, and if you go within and look to see why that occurred, then you are able to then you're able to grasp the idea of why it didn't work, and you're willing and ready to work on that so that you can really control your realm, that you have what it takes to be able to move forward. You're using your inner strength to calm. Perhaps it's been whatever happened back here. I feel like it angered you pretty bad because you didn't see it coming. First comes fear, then comes anger. Because anger is a natural reaction to the fear. So I believe that you also work on your inner strength. You work inside. You use your inner strength to identify what the fear is, why the fear is why it manifested. Well, it manifested so that you could see it, bless it, and release it, so that you can move on. And I feel like you get a grasp of that this year, and you're able to put yourself into a position where perhaps somebody from your past comes back, and y'all rekindle your friendship, and the friendship could end up growing into something more than just a friendship. It's certainly I can see the path here that you're taking over the course of the year, and it's a good path. It bleeds over to so many different areas of your life, so it's a lot of inner work. As far as career is concerned, it looks like you may have had some issues as far as work is concerned. It could be that you were expecting a raise and it didn't happen, and again, it put you out in the cold. 5 is a number of balance, though. It can go either way. So it's a matter of perspective as far as how you deal with what occurs to you. If you deal with it from a higher perspective, then you will gain control of it and be able to use your inner strength again to be able to work it into your favor. And as you do that, then you will find that you are able to be able to, it'll balance out for you, and it will make you feel a lot better. You'll feel a lot happier because of it. This could have been a blessing in disguise that occurred to you here early in this cycle, because by the end you move from a 5 to the 6, even though it has to do with manifestation and grounding and the pentacles, the coins, the cups. You're buoyant. You're more even keeled. You're able to connect with people better. You're going to feel a lot better by the end of the year. And spiritually, Spirit works through all of this anyway. By connecting to your higher self. I mean, there's 3 major arcanas here working in your favor over the course of the year. Stay connected with your higher self, with Spirit, with God, and you'll be able to work from being out in the cold to the warm and fuzzies. So Taurus, that is your quick hit for the year. Hello Gemini, this is your quick hit for this year. Let's see what we got. We have Six of Swords. Overarching energy for the year. We have Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, High Priestess, oh my, Seven of Rods. Okay, so from a health standpoint, it looks like you are really working your way toward calmer waters. You're leveling up as far as what's going on. It looks like your heart's doing good. You are in touch with yourself. You're sensitive to yourself. You're understanding what your body needs in order for you to be able to manifest the highest and best physical nature that you can. You are connected with your higher self. You are really in tune with who you are, and it keeps you in an advantage to where you're working at an optimal level. So it's, as far as health is concerned, you're just steadily improving upon yourself over the course of the year. As far as love is concerned, it looks like there is a lot of female energy around you, and it could be, when I say female energy, it doesn't really have to do with gender. It has to do with the energetic imprint, right? So there's a lot of intuitiveness. You may meet somebody this year that they're very intuitive. They are sensitive people, and yet they're quite grounded. So it's, well, quite frankly, you got a blonde, a brunette, and a redhead here. You could very well have choices this year in terms of who's coming to you. Somebody who really knows themselves is they're going to know who they are, and they are not necessarily going to be. They're not going to have a fiery tongue about it, but they know who they are. They know that they know. So, and this could very well be you as well. You know that you know that you know. Getting to that level where you are quite certain who you are and you're being authentic, you will attract someone of the same caliber to you. It could be that over the course of the year that you're working yourself to be in that way. Then there's many suitors there, so it could be that you work on yourself for maybe you're celibate for 3/4 of the year, then you come out, then you make yourself available, and all of a sudden it's like bees to a flower, man. It's like you have all these suitors coming, all these people that want your attention. So from a love standpoint, it's looking really good. It's like, just be true to yourself, work on yourself, touch base, contain your compassion, be open to receive. Know your sensitivity and ground yourself, and know that you have all the abundance around you. Connect with your higher self. People will smell you. They'll know you, and they'll come. As far as career is concerned, it really looks like it's going to be a good year for you. Last year, turbulent because of, hey, what world have you been living in? It's moving to calmer waters. This next year looks like it's going to be calmer waters. It's going to be a softer year because of the feminine energy here. It's more receptive. It could be that you are working on your skill sets. You're mastering who you are. When it comes to careers, having the confidence to ask for your value, and stand by it and not back down. It's going to come to your benefit, because you will have several job offers. If you're looking to change jobs toward the end of the year, it looks like that's the best time for you, because there's going to be all kinds coming up for you to pick and choose. And spiritually, this is, the whole time as I'm speaking about these different things, you're working on yourself spiritually. And how better to notice than the High Priestess here. So it's going to be a good year for you. You're working on yourself and taking yourself to a higher level, so that then people of higher caliber you can receive them. So Gemini, that is your quick hit. Hello, Cancer. Let's take a quick look at your year ahead. Let's see. Overarching, we're looking at the Two of Cups. Ace of Pentacles, Judgment, Ten of Rods, Seven of Rods. Okay, so if we are to look at this from a health point of view, it looks like you have, you're making a little bit of a commitment to yourself. You have raw energy of abundance coming to you. You are you're judging yourself in terms of, where am I right now and what goal do I have as far as health is concerned over the course of this year. You're feeling a little bit overwhelmed, because it could be that you're in a position where you are you're not where you want to be. However, it looks like by taking it on and working with it, you are going to put yourself in an advantage where you're going to feel better about yourself at the end of the year if you do go ahead and choose to work at yourself. If you're honest with yourself as far as where you are and you take steps to improve upon your health, you'll find that you're in a much better place by the end of the year. Now, as far as love is concerned, it looks like you could possibly have a new friendship coming in, a new relationship coming in, and it looks like it could, from your point of view, it looks like it could be the one. Use discernment, though, to decide whether it is the one, because it could be that this person who's coming in, they could ultimately burden you over the course of the year. But it may be a burden that you want to take on. It could be that someone who's coming in, they may need your help throughout the year, and it makes you feel better at the end of the year. You're feeling, this is a Seven of Rods. Seven has to do with spirituality, and if it perhaps is a karmic thing that's coming through, and by you doing the work through the year with this person, it helps level you up as far as your spiritual journey is concerned. Now, as far as career is concerned, it could be that money is there for you to have. You may be making a little bit of a choice as to whether to keep on what you're doing, or you want to improve yourself, and you take a look at yourself, you may feel like you have some skill sets, some tools in your skill set that are missing. So you could end up going to take a certification, or go and pick up a certificate, or go to meetings, go online to go and improve your skill set. It will put you in a better position by the end of the year to be able to go and ask for that raise if that's what you're looking for. Or if you're in business for yourself, then it will put you in a position where you will be more, you can pick up more clients because you have a broader skill set to be able to offer. Now, as far as spirit is concerned, it looks, again, like I was talking about earlier, you are working, we're always working on ourselves whether we realize it or not, but it's like taking the male and female portions of yourself and marrying them together. This year, it allows you to connect with the two, come together to create a third. But in this case, when the two come together, then Spirit is bringing abundance for you and letting you know, by you finally taking the male and female of you, female essences of you, and putting them together, it brings together a discernment to where you can decide, you are in a better position to be able to decide what is worthy of you and what's not. And by doing that, you will not find yourself burdened through the year. Perhaps what you've been going through your life unconsciously, and being burdened with a lot of things that no longer serve you. This is an opportunity this year to take a look at your whole life from a spiritual level. What no longer serves me, leave it behind, and you'll find that you're much lighter. You can serve better when you divest yourself of all these energies that no longer serve you. So it is, overall, it's a good year for you. It's a year of improvement. You're just leveling up in this next year, and it feels like it's going to work nicely for you. You're looking at it from a divine point of view. There is some work from Spirit helping you throughout. Connect with yourself, and you'll be able to move forward and find yourself in that higher level, in that position of advantage. All right, Cancer, there you go. Hi there, Leo. Hey there, Leo. Keepers of the heart. Let's see what quick overall there is for you this year. Knight of Swords. We have Four of Pentacles. We have Strength. We have Ace of Swords. Page of Cups. It looks like you're cutting to the chase this year. It looks like with the Knight of Swords, there's a lot of movement. You're going to have movement this year. Movement of thought. Perhaps you're changing your philosophy this year. Early on, you are in a position where your belt may be a little tight. You are being quite conservative, and you're using your inner strength this year. Perhaps you're working on your spirituality this year. Your health is dependent upon your spirituality. It could be that you are looking to, you're working on your heart health this year. And heart here, it can either be physical or it can be emotional. It could be that you're working on your emotional health this year. You are discerning who belongs and who doesn't. You're being quite conservative in your mode of thinking here. You're using your inner strength to determine who stays and who goes, who is who's good for you, who's not good for you. You are using the ace, you're using the sword of truth to be able to cut out those riffraff that no longer serve you, that are discordant with you, because you have been working on getting yourself to the higher level. And the Page of Cups shows that by the end of the year, you working on this, your health improves. I'm not saying that it's been bad. You certainly have been tender and conservative as far as your movement is concerned. And by the end of the year, I believe that is going to improve for you. The energy is new energy coming in as far as that's concerned. And new thoughts are coming in. New state of being is coming in for you. Now, as far as love is concerned, it looks like, again, you've been really discerning. The Knight is working his way toward kingdom, being the kingship. He's not there yet. It's you've been really conservative as far as giving your heart away. You've been really guarded as far as your heart is concerned. I don't think that's who you truly are, but it could be that there's something that has occurred to make you that way prior to coming into this particular cycle. You've been working on it, though. You've been working on your inner strength to where you're feeling more confident. You're using the sword of truth to be able to discern what is best for you and not, as in terms of love and relationships and friendships. And it opens you up to a new level that you are at, to where you are available, and you're available to receive. As far as career is concerned, it looks like things are a little tight for you at the beginning of the year, but throughout the year you are able to use purer thought. You're using your wits to be able to put you in a better position, to where if you're looking for a new job, you can certainly find it throughout this year. You're using your wits. You're using your inner strength. You know who you are. You know what you have to offer. You know what your value is. You keep on and you find it. I believe that's what you do. So, in a spiritual sense, you are really discerning. This year is a year of spiritual journey for you. You really figuring out who you are this year, and you're using the sword of truth to be able to identify what your belief system is, and it brings you to a new cycle. It could be that you've decided that your belief system up to this point it no longer serves you. So you're a seeker this year as far as your spirituality is concerned, and you're looking for new ways of expressing yourself and being able to connect with your higher self in this year, and it looks like it's successful for you. So Leo, that's your quick hit. Hello Virgo. This is your quick hit. So, overarching is the Queen of Pentacles. We have the King of Rods. We have the Nine of Cups. We have the Six of Pentacles. And we have the Emperor. So it looks like it's going to be a pretty powerful year, because you have a lot of power folks here working with you. And it looks like it's going to be a harmonic too, because you have a 6 here and you have a 9 there. So let's look at it from terms of health. It looks like you are in a pretty good space as far as your health is concerned. You're taking care of yourself. You're really quite satisfied with where you are. You feel like steady wins the race. That's you're receiving really good health. You're quite active in keeping yourself healthy, and it's creating a really good environment for you. You're taking really good care of your body, and that's a good thing. As far as love is concerned, it looks like it's a pretty steady type of year for you. It looks like you're already made it up. There you have a man of action in your beginning of the year and throughout the year. It looks like y'all are working on with each other, not on each other, but with each other. You're working with each other. It creates a really nice atmosphere to be in. You are in a very pleasurable place to be. It's a steady thing. It's a comfortable thing. You're quite comfortable enough, in fact, to be able to be charitable to others. Perhaps you have children, or perhaps you have grandchildren, but you are the type of person that you give freely. You have a really wide circle of friends, and it's a good thing, because you have a lot of love to give, but you're grounded. You're grounded throughout the year, and you have a lot of fertility. People see you as a very giving person, and throughout this, you just have a really good environment. You've created a very nice environment for you, and it looks like through your diligence, through your work, and you have a really nice match with yourself as far as love and relationships are concerned, and it carries on through the year, and that's a beautiful thing. As far as career is concerned, you're in a really good spot. Anyway, you're just being steady. You take care of you. Being a Virgo, you are working anyway. Your attention to detail and all, it keeps you in a really good spot. People, you are noticed for being detail oriented. Perhaps you're in the technical realm, or not, but you are noticed enough that it looks like toward the end of the year you're getting a bonus or a raise. You are noticed, and you are rewarded for your work and all. It puts you in a really good stead, and it could very well be that you end up getting a promotion this year, being shown by the Emperor. Now you have your realm that you are working at, or it could be that if you have your own business and working it, it looks like you're increasing your profits this year. It's a really nice year for you. As far as spirit is concerned, you know who you are. You're well grounded. You do spiritual work. Here you are helping other people. It's just a really nice. You're nice and steady and even, and it's going to be just an even year for you. You're used to this. Keep the course, and it's going to be it's going to be very profitable for you, very expansive for you. It's a wonderful thing, Virgo. Hello, Libra. This is your quick look for the year ahead, my fellow Libras. Let's see what we got for the year ahead. Overall, we're looking at the Three of Swords. We have the King of Rods. We have Three of Pentacles. We have the Hangman. And we have the Queen of Swords. So overall, it looks like There's a bit of disappointment that's going to happen over the next year. It's up to us, though, to be able to transform it into a higher thing. What it could be is that you've had some thoughts that are going to die on the vine. But let's take a look and see what's going on. Health-wise, this is King of Rods. We have vitality going into the year. It's a good thing. We have vim and vigor. We have the energy that we need to be able to get going on our activities. Three of Pentacles looks like we have been diligent in keeping our energies up, and we're a master at keeping the dynamo moving health-wise. Looks like a little bit further in a year, the Hangman comes. It could be that there's a bit of a pause. Maybe that's where the Three of Swords comes into play in terms of health. You may have a little bit of a setback or a little bit of a lull. Energy lags. You may find that your energy decreases, and so you have to look from a different perspective to identify why that is, so you can bring your level of energy back up. And it looks like you do manage to do that, because the Queen of Swords is here at the end of the year, which means that she's gone through a lot of thinking and all. She's up to the point of royalty. She's been able to work through the past, and now she's ready to go ahead with the Sword of Truth in order to move forward. She has clear eyes at this point. It looks like there was just a little bit of energy that needed to be trued up during the year in order for you to be able to move forward with clear eyes. As far as health, as far as love is concerned, it looks like it's a mixed year. It looks like there could be a person that has the tendency of the King of Rods that is there at the beginning of the year, and y'all are working on a relationship, and it could very well be that there is some disappointment with that relationship, to where there may be a bit of a separation. There could be some misunderstandings that create some distance between y'all. A different perspective, though, will help change that and bring things back on track. You're smarter because of it. It gives you more experience, more knowledge about how to work relationships. And as a Libra, you know that's pretty much the overarching lesson for your life, is working relationships at all different multi-level, multi-dimensional relationships. But you'll be smarter of it. You'll have a keener eye as far as what types of relationships you are wanting. It could be that you're working through determining which relationships you really want to have in your realm, and you're active about determining these types of relationships with you. As far as career is concerned, it looks like this is going to be a year where you're truing up what it is that you're really wanting to do. You have a general idea and you're working toward it. The King of Rods, it shows someone who is dynamic and active in terms of their job, their business, their active ways of bringing in money. And it looks like you're well into having the mastery that you need in order to be able to bring that abundance home, to be able to bring the coin home. It looks like you may have to pivot a little bit in this next year because of industry, because of the environment. There may be a little bit of pivot that needs to happen, but you're going to be sharp. You're going to be precise. You're going to know exactly what it is that you need to do in order to keep the coin coming in by the end of the year. So this is going to be one of those types of years that you go through different iterations to identify exactly how you are going to serve humanity and how you are going to be able, but there's going to be, it's going to be a little bit of a bumpy ride, but you have the energy to be able to go through it. King of Rods brings that to you so that you will be able to work it this year. As far as spiritual growth is concerned, you're going to have some lessons brought in front of you this year that will allow you to hone your spirituality, to help you connect with who you truly are so that you can express it. You are the type of person that you see things from different perspectives. You have a long vision as far as what's going on around you, and people recognize that in you, and that's why they come to you as far as guidance is concerned. And you are very logical, methodical, and even-handed when it comes to giving out that guidance. So it looks like you're on your path and you're working it. It will be a testy kind of year to make sure that you understand who it is that you really are. But you got it by the end of the year. Okay, Libra. Hello, Scorpio. Let's take a quick look and see what's going on for you this year. Just a quick hit. We'll look deeper the farther down the line we go. Overarching energy is the Seven of Swords. We have the Hermit. We have the Wheel of Fortune. We have the Six of Rods. And we have the Three of Rods. So health-wise, it looks like there may be some challenges this next year, such that you're going to have to do some study and research in order to be able to true up who you are. You'll find the information that you need. You'll get back on track. The Wheel of Fortune will allow you to get back up where you need to be. Six of Rods shows that you will be victorious in your work. It could be that you just need to eat better, cleaner, perhaps more vegetables, like your mama said. Eat more vegetables, cleaner, perhaps some intermittent fasting happening with you, but you'll find what resonates with you in terms of health is concerned, and it will bring you up to a higher level. You'll be victorious in your research to be able to true up what's going on with you. You'll find the mentor that you need, and your ships are coming in by the end of the year. It looks like the adventure that you started on, the request that you put out, you will be getting the answer in terms of that, and it'll turn out okay in the end as far as your health is concerned. Now, as far as love is concerned, hopefully you haven't been a player, because it looks like someone's taking away from you. It looks like you have had somebody has messed with your mind. It's enough to make you stop and look inside to say, okay, what's going on? I don't like this. You're wanting to get to the point where you are the phoenix. Perhaps you are being Scorpio, you're going through a death and rebirth this year. So you've gone inside to figure out what that's all about. Wheel of Fortune shows that you come back up to the top, and it looks like through this action, through this year, you will feel much more confident with yourself, that you're putting yourself out more. Perhaps you're being asked to level up, and perhaps if you're in a relationship, it's someone's asking you to put in more, than what you've been. You thought you were putting in enough, but it looks like they're asking you to step up to what you're doing, and to what you should be doing in this relationship. It looks like you choose to, and you reap the rewards from doing that. Now, as far as careers is concerned, it looks like you're going back to school to study, to pick up more certificates or more knowledge that is going to be of benefit as far as your skill set and what your value, and how you're able to go and work your job or your career more fully, more efficiently, and a higher value to the company. It looks like you graduate from that, and it could be a requirement of the job, or it could be that they've said, well, if you go and get these skills, then we will promote you. So it looks like it's a high benefit what you do choose to go and study in this year, as far as your skill set to help you bring coin in, and it works for you. You do reap the benefits from going and studying and expanding your knowledge base. As far as spirit is concerned, and you understand spirit because it's all death and rebirth with Scorpio. The Seven of Swords here shows that there's been a lot of thinking. People have been talking about you. And don't let it go to your head as far as people talking about you. What other people say about you is really none of your business. You need to hoe your own row. It's throwing you for a loop a bit, but that's only because you're allowing your ego to work, to run amok. Stay in your spiritual self. Stay in your power. Go within. Be the monk. Be the one who's in touch with their inner knowledge, and you'll find that because of the spiritual journey that you'll be doing this next year, and loving yourself and respecting yourself and really paying attention to yourself, perhaps you've never really done that before. You're being encouraged to work on your spiritual path this next year, and you'll find that you actually, it helps you ascend, it helps you go to the next level, it helps you understand how multidimensional you truly are, and to the point where it helps you with communication with other people. You may be more of a recluse, you're more of an introvert, but by going and listening, you're being called to use your gifts this next year. So work it, and it will be of great benefit to the collective if and when you choose to do this, and it will help you expand as well. You'll feel a lot more confident as you do this, and you come to know what's true for you. So that is your quick look at the year ahead, Scorpio. Hello, Sag. Or Sagittarius. Let's see what is in. Quick look at the year ahead for you. Overarching energy, Two of Swords. We got decisions to make. We have the Lovers. We have the Nine of Cups. We have the Eight of Cups. And we have the Ten of Cups. Alrighty, so it looks like you have decisions to make this year. It has to do with timing. Your timing has to do with you have a decision to make in terms of with your health, choosing to create a better health environment for you, eat cleaner, exercise more, making a decision with yourself, a divine decision that I am going to create a better healthy body for myself. It looks like you like to imbibe a lot. You may want to I think what's going to happen this year is that you take a look at where you are in terms of your timeline. You realize that you have been really settled and satisfied and just kind of like laid back and taking it really easy over the time. You choose to walk away from that type of mentality by choosing you and working your body and all and getting it moving and more efficient. It's going to make you a heck of a lot happier as you do that. It's going to help with your mentality. It's going to help with your mental, your emotional, your spiritual bodies. It's going to help unify everything as you start working everything, and it's going to help with your health. As far as love is concerned, it looks like you have choices to make in terms of how you want to go. You listen to your internal. You have a divine decision to make here. It could be that you are in relationship and you are. It's time for you to commit to that relationship. It creates. You're really satisfied with the relationship. You feel comfortable, and you're choosing to commit, and it creates. You will be very happy because of it. It's the highest happiness that you hear. You are toward the end. You've been working through this cycle of emotions because you have the 8th, the 9th, and the 10. The 10 is the ending of a cycle and the beginning of a new one. So to me, it looks like you're ending a cycle with this person and you're committing and taking it to the next level, the next cycle. So it looks like it's going to be a very good year for you in terms of love and relationships. In terms of career, it does look like you're choosing whether to change your career or not this year. You're talking to those that are concerned as far as you're talking to your consort, you're talking to your partner about it as to what to do, because you have been really satisfied and settled and taken care of emotionally in terms of your job and your career, but it looks like you're ready to move beyond the career. It looks like it's a good move too, as far as that's concerned. It's a really good year for you. It's a really good year. Perhaps you're looking into spirituality. You're listening to your mind. You're a mental person anyway, and you're used to listening to yourself. It almost looks like you've been you've cut yourself off from the rest of everyone else, so you can listen to your intuition, and it's fine. It's fine. It has helped you to move past hurts and all. You've been able to get your emotions in control and to where it works for you. You're feeling very, very content with your life, and it looks like it works that way all the way through the year. So you're spiritually, you're in good place. Mentally, you're not listening to other people, you're listening to yourself. Emotionally, you're you're in good control of your emotions. It's just a really good year for you, Sag. It's good. This is for Capricorn. This is Capricorn's quick read for the next year. Overarching energy is the Four of Pentacles. We have the High Priestess. We have the Four of Rods. We have the King of Pentacles. And we have the Eight of Cups. Okay, health-wise, it looks like you're being very careful as far as your health is concerned. You're paying attention. You're listening to what your body needs. You're creating a nice stability as far as your health is concerned. It's bringing you a lot of abundance. You have a lot of different things that are available to you to help you go and keep your health up at an optimal level. It looks like you end up throughout it all, you try different things, you decide what the best course of action is for you in terms of keeping up with your health, of attaining the optimum level of health that you can achieve. It looks like you're listening to your intuition. Again, it shows up with the moon here, the sun and the moon. You're taking your male and female energy, you're taking the active and the passive part of you to be able to find the optimum health. Not only is this talking about physical health, it's also talking about mental and emotional health. You're working hard this year to keep everything grounded for you. This is showing your mental, your emotional, your spiritual, and your physical health is of paramount importance to you, and you're working through it. You keep everything, you do well in a regimen, and that's how you're going to be able to work it throughout the year. You may find that there's more than one regimen that will help you achieve what you want, whether it be connecting with groups of like mind, or going and working out yourself. Get out into nature, help ground yourself in terms of the health of going and actually playing in the dirt. Do some gardening. Not only will that help you go and grow some nice food that will nourish your body, but it will also help you literally ground and draw off all the energy that's discordant with you and give it back to Mother Earth. Now, as far as love is concerned, it looks like you're very guarded in terms of your heart. You're still searching for the person that you want, and it looks like you think you find them, and you search within to see if you can't find someone. Four of Rods tells me that you feel like you have, and there's some celebration. It could be a level of friendship rather than a romantic relationship. King of Pentacles shows me that you're actively looking, and you feel like you're being fulfilled in terms of finding a relationship. But at the end, the Eight of Cups tells me that you choose to walk away from the relationship that you may have started in this year. And I'm feeling that it is of your own volition. It's not because of the other person. I don't see any grief here. I see forward movement, though. And it could be that the relationship that's coming here, it may be a moneyed relationship. It may have to be a relationship at work, or a mentor or something along those lines, where you find someone to mentor you in terms of moving forward. It could be a spiritual mentor. It could be a matchmaker. It could be any facet of your life that you end up finding. But this is a relationship that nurtures it. And it looks like it could be it's a successful relationship in that it allows you to tap into the abundance that's yours. The relationship completes and you move on to a new level. That's how I'm seeing that. I don't see this as a romantic relationship so much as someone who is mentoring you, or someone who's helping you move on. It's a coach of some sort that is there to help you, and it's for a finite amount of time, then you move on to the next level. And as far as spirit is concerned, it looks like you may have been contracted at the beginning of the year, and you're being asked to connect with your higher self and listen to your intuition. You find that as you listen to your intuition and you start playing around and working that part of you, that it gives you a lot of satisfaction. It gives you a lot of joy to be able to do that. It could very well also show that by doing it, it could be a new business for you, that perhaps you've been asking the universe what it is that you're supposed to be doing. Perhaps it is some facet of where you're doing metaphysical work, helping people. And there is some coinage in it for you. Certainly it allows you to be able to put into perspective all the emotions that you've had over the year. It could be that you were in a position where your energies, your emotions were running all amok. Now you're able to identify things and be able to put them in the proper perspective here. So it's a fruitful year spiritually for you, in that you're getting better connected with yourself by understanding this. And this can be also understanding boundaries and stuff. It will allow you to loosen up from the constricted energy that you find yourself in. But it will certainly ground you and reach for the stars at the same time. Okay, Capricorn. Hello, Aquarius. This is your quick yearly read. We'll go deeper farther down the line. Overarching, we're looking at Ace of Pentacles. So we have the Two of Swords. We have the Four of Pentacles. We have the Three of Rods. And then we have the Knight of Swords. It's interesting to me how, as a collective, we have similar energies, and then it shows up in different signs. At any rate, here we are with the Ace of Pentacles, where in terms of health is concerned, you are at the highest level of health with yourself. You're not listening to anyone else in terms, you're listening to your own body as far as your health is concerned. You are on a strict regimen to keep your level up. You do look at different programs and all to be able to help you maintain the health that you have. And it looks like there may be two other programs, two other different regimens that may be coming into your sight this year that you may want to look at. It'll give you a different way to be able to move your body and work your body, and that will improve your mental health as well. And there's a lot of movement. You keep yourself moving. You are on a quest to have the best body that you can. And what I mean by that is have the most efficient body. It doesn't have to be bulked up or anything like that, but it is efficient. It feels good. You like feeling good. You enjoy movement of your body. And so I think that you do seek out different ways to be able to move your body, and it could be that you go to different classes, or you may run, you move in different ways. You may do some some weightlifting and stuff. It's a different way to work your body and make you feel good. I think that you enjoy doing that, and you may pick up a couple of different modalities later on in the year. It keeps you sharp. It keeps you mentally sharp, and that's a good thing. As far as love and relationships are concerned, you enjoy having people around you, yet you don't let them in. You're very guarded in terms of your energies and who you allow to let in. You're very discerning about people that you let close to you. In fact, you meet someone, it's like a typical Aquarian. You are a part of the group, but you're apart from the group. So and so you're keeping true to yourself in terms of in those terms. When you meet somebody, you meet them, and then you back off and you feel them and see, it's like, is this a good person for me to get to know better? You're very frugal in terms of your love. You don't give yourself to just anybody, and that's what helps you keep pure. Is part of the purity that you were looking to attain, not only body, but in as far as the heart is concerned. You're very disciplined about that, and you like to keep it that way. You're not really sloppy with your love. It looks like also that you have an opportunity to meet some people this year, but you will use your discernment as to whether they stay or not, and that's perfectly okay. That's how you work, and you like it that way, so that's fine. As far as career is concerned, it looks like you do have an opportunity to make more money. The Ace of Pentacles is the beginning of a cycle. It could be that you have had to find a new job or whatever. You may have had a couple of offers, but you take them to heart and you listen to yourself as to whether you should which one you should pursue, or should you pursue either one of them. You're working on yourself to stay grounded and use your head and your heart in order to determine what is the best course of action for you in terms of working your job, working your career. You offer to the public what you have. It could be that you are a solopreneur or an entrepreneur that is having to take stock. You are very focused as far as what you are offering and how you want to offer it, and you're very discerning in terms of who your clients are. But it looks like you do offer to the public what it is that you do. You will have an expansion of your business, as well as, like I said, the Ace of Pentacles. There's more profits to be had. There's an expansion here in terms of business, in terms of perhaps you've gone a little bit cold too, as far as your career, your job, your business is concerned. But it looks like it's turned around. You've been able to reignite the fire this year, and by being very focused in terms of who your target is. And I don't care if you're in corporate or not, you have to understand who this management is so that you can go and offer what is best making it a win-win. But it looks like if you have a job, it looks like there's an expansion here. There's an expansion here. You're either taking on more responsibility, or your exposure in the company is expanded. They're taking more notice of you in this year. Be diligent in terms of be clear about your vision and your focus, and it will serve you well in this coming year. As far as spirit is concerned, you are listening to yourself. You're connected. It's by allowing the abundance of spirit come through you and channel through you, you're able to connect with your higher self better. It allows you, it gives you a really good foundation as far as what your belief system is. It allows you'll have an opportunity this year to expand on your spirituality, and you are using your discernment to determine what works for you and what doesn't. Because what works for you, it does not necessarily work for the rest of the world. So be true to yourself and understand that only you can bring what you contain to the world. Alrighty. Thanks, Aquarius. Hi, Pisces. We're going to do a real quick look at your year ahead. Overall, we're looking at the Five of Swords, King of Swords, the Moon, Eight of Cups, Queen of Swords. It looks like it's going to be a mental year for you. Alright, Five of Swords looks like you're working to find an advantage in your life. It looks like, as far as health is concerned, there may be a couple of things that pop up that you need to you may need to pay attention to. King of Swords here, you're looking at being really logical about looking at it. Is it mental health that we're looking at here? I'm wanting to say yes, because the Moon has shown up. The Moon is about intuition, but it's Neptune rules it, and it's illusions, delusions that you're dealing with here. You're barking at the Moon in some way. So it could be that you have retreated emotionally. Perhaps you've retreated this year. There's some issues that have popped up that make you concerned. So you have emotionally pulled back. It could be that you're in a situation that is making you pull back. Perhaps the situation was one where someone was trying to hoodwink you in terms of what was going on. They're sitting there gaslighting you. You come to realize that that's happening, and you emotionally move away from it for your own mental health, and you're wiser because of it. It looks like, to me, I'm looking at the King on this end and the Queen on this end. You are actively looking for solutions at the end. At the beginning, at the end, you've come to those solutions. You have internalized and integrated those solutions. Now you're ready to move forward in a much more discerning way. You have the Sword of Truth at either end. You're going to get to the truth of it this year. It could have been in the past years. You've been tiptoeing around it, but this time you feel like the time is right to be able to call people on the carpet, or just heck with it. I'm just going to take the time to get my ducks in a row and move on from this. I don't need it anymore. That's what I'm seeing as far as health is concerned. As far as love and relationships, it looks like it's going to be one of those years that you are going to be more. You're going to be alone with your own thoughts. It doesn't look like you're really pursuing someone out there. It looks like like I said, you've emotionally detached from a relationship that has been going on. So you need time to be able to recover from that, and you do give yourself enough time to do it. You go inside, you listen to your intuition, and you get quiet with yourself. You take the time to look at your emotions and get your emotions sorted out, so that next year will look much better for you in terms of relationships. You're retracting from one, and you're going into the next year wiser because of it. In terms of career, you're mentally sharp in terms of that. It looks like some people have tried to take advantage of you, but you realized it, and you start working a plan to be able to extricate yourself from that particular job or career or company. Again, it looks like there's been some shenanigans going on. Some things in the dead of the night, in the darkness, things have been going on, and you don't want anything to do with it. You move on. You have the skill set that they have relied on, and it's you have to take care of you. Make sure that you firmly have a grasp at the next level before you let go of what is present, and you have the capability to be able to do that. You're using your intuition to be able to do that, and you'll be much better off because of it. Spiritually, you are certainly in tune with yourself. The moon is here, and the crawfish is coming up. There's duality here that you are getting. You're connecting with your duality. You're working with your duality this year to be able to get yourself better balanced. You're highly intuitive. You're highly sensitive anyway, and this time you're working more with your mind, but in terms of you're thinking through your heart, and it's a much truer picture that you get because of it, and you're really working it. You have, as far as your spirituality, you're in tune with it. You know when to hold them and when to fold them, and you are very perceptive because of that. You wield the sword of truth very nicely. So Pisces, that is your year. So that is the year that's coming up, the prognostications, the predictions of what's coming up. We'll see farther down the road how this pans out. Timelines switch back and forth anyway. We're in a field of flux right now anyway, in terms of our movement forward as a collective and individually. Thank you so much for coming by, and let me know down in the comments what resonates for you. As always, thank you, and we'll see you again really soon.